Picture this, a city that's not just a destination, but a launch pad for dreams. The hum of thousands of conversations in dozens of languages fills the air. Ideas are sparking left and right, and the future is unfolding right before your eyes. This is WebSummit Lisbon, a global epicenter for anyone obsessed with technology, innovation, and shaping what is next.
12 months, 18 months, 24 months.
It's more than a tech conference. It's the ultimate playground for thinkers, dreamers, and doers. Imagine stepping into a venue buzzing with excitement. One moment, you're watching a game-changing entrepreneur unveil a revolutionary idea. The next, you're pitching your big vision to a top-tier investor. So maybe you are just wondering what happened in 2024 at Lisbon's Web Summit, or if you want to go to Web Summit 2025, what to expect.
All right, I am here at the Web Summit with my buddy Nico, who I've highlighted on a past video about
NFC.cool, man.
Yeah, so we are here at the Web Summit. Looking at what's going on here. It's quite exciting. There's already so many people here already. We're here early, and there's probably, what do you say, like 3,000 people already. It's exciting.
Turn the camera around.
Yeah, and we'll go ahead and show you what's going on and some of the stuff that goes on here.
Please welcome to the stage founder and CEO of WebSummit, Paddy Cosgrave.
Wow, you're very welcome to Web Summit. It's really great to be back here. Yeah. I see so many faces, so many friends, and even my family are here tonight, Faye and my two boys. It's great to be back. It's great to be back in sunny Portugal in November, isn't it?
Paddy Cosgrave is absolutely correct. Portugal is a fantastic place to have a Web Summit like this. If you haven't been to Portugal, this is a great excuse to travel here. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. I'd be happy to answer any questions. So, how can Web Summit help people like me create the things that I want to create, to follow the passions that I have?
Let's roll the video.
Show me your prodigies, your wonderkins, overnight successes, sensations, virtuosos, outliers. Show me the unfairly gifted, the business masterminds, the once-in-a-generation talents, and we'll show you the late nights, the early risers, tough days, the relentless fighters, taking small steps forward to make the big things happen.
The thing about Web Summit that is inspirational to me is listening to these successful people discuss the way that they have had success and how they are giving back, especially people like Pharrell Williams. And so let's just go ahead and listen to what he has to say to help maybe inspire you right now to become the better person that you should be.
I really wish that I had some amazing poetic, symbolic origin story.
Yeah.
But really what I was a child who was filled of imagination. So I daydreamt, I used to sketch all the time. I also thought about the things I really wanted that I wish I could have. that fostered imagination came in handy when it came time. I never dreamt that we would ever end up, having a professional career in music or anything like that. I just knew that I loved music so much. Once I heard Tribe Called Quest, I just was like, wow, this is amazing, and I want to learn how to do this. I want to figure out how to do this thing.
Yeah.
And so then I met Chad Hugo, and then a couple times a week after school, every week, a couple times after school, we would go and make music on these very small, cheap keyboards, one called Casio, another one called Korg. And we just never looked back, and we just did it so much. And then ironically, so I wish I could say that I had this really responsible journey, but it wasn't. It was kind of like I was blinded by my delusion and ambition and my unwavering love for music. In my country, we are raised to think about how to make the most money because our parents thought that way. And they had this false sense of what the American dream is or should be. And the American dream is not about making the most money. In fact, the human dream and the consumer's dream shouldn't be about making the most money. It should be about spending the most time doing something that you love. I have always had strong faith and a tablespoon of delusion. You gotta have a tablespoon of delusion because that's what helps you stay focused on what it is that you see. So much you can taste it, so much you can smell it, so much you can feel it, you hear it, you see it. You have to have that. And when you don't have that, then you don't have conviction.
Yeah.
And you need conviction. You've got to be convicted to do what you do. That's when you become the most reliable, the most dependable. And you got to be you, and you got to vibrate, and you have to illuminate.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, then you're a waste of space. We have, each one of you have a responsibility. You got to give back to that which is given to you. You may think that you're responsible for everything, but you're not. You do not create the opportunities that come before you. You do not create the odds that come before you. You have the ability to attract it because your spirit and your readiness and your self-awareness is ready to participate in these things that come before you. But you're not responsible. And if you're not responsible, then you have to give thanks by giving back because it's given to you. Your life is a gift. The present is a gift. That's why they call it the present. You're always trying to you're vying for a seat at the table. Our whole philosophy is, if you build your own table, you can invite whoever you want there.
Right.
Right? So it's just time for yes, it's time for entrepreneurship, and it's time for, startups.
To one of the great human beings of the world, please thank again Pharrell Williams for making time for us.
So the lesson from Pharrell Williams is to dream your dream. Draw your dreams to bring them into reality, then put in the effort to succeed. Then, with a bit of luck, you can see similar success. Most importantly, when you do become successful, it is important to give back to others so they too can succeed.
Thanks a million, everybody. Thanks for coming to opening night. Have a fantastic night out on the streets of Lisbon, and we'll see you all first thing tomorrow morning. Doors open at 8 a.m. Thank you and good night.
So the Web Summit is much more than just all of this tech stuff. So one of the really cool things is when you meet people here, you're able to network with them and go out at night and explore different parts of Lisbon and really get to enjoy the culture that Portugal has to offer. So the rest of this video will take you inside Web Summit, and we will go into the unforgettable highlights of 2024 to why you absolutely cannot miss it in 2025. We've got it all. So whether you're a startup founder, a tech geek, or simply someone passionate about the future, stick with us. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Web Summit Lisbon is the beating heart of innovation and why it's time to start planning your trip for next year. All right, let's dive in. Let's explore what makes WebSummit the most exciting tech gathering on the planet. So, let's talk about what sets WebSummit apart from every other tech conference out there. Spoiler alert, it's not just about one thing, it's about everything. First, there's the sheer scale of it all. Imagine this, over 70,000 people from 160 countries gathering in one place. But that's not just a crowd, it's an ecosystem. You've got startup founders sharing their latest breakthroughs, investors scouting for the next unicorn, developers demoing cutting-edge solutions, and yes, even global leaders shaping the policies of tomorrow. Now, let's talk about the lineup. The WebSummit stage has hosted everyone from tech titans to cultural icons, and in 2024, we saw an eclectic mix of visionaries, CEOs unveiling revolutionary products, environmentalists spotlighting sustainable tech, and even a former world leader who shared insights on global innovation. But here's the kicker. It's not just about listening to the greats. At WebSummit, you can meet them. Whether it's during a Q&A session, a small workshop, or even grabbing a coffee between panels, the accessibility to world-class talent is unreal. And in this year, one of the new things that they brought out were the meetups. So you were able to really connect in with specific people that are in your niche. So you are able to talk to them, discuss things that you are passionate about, and they're discussing things that they're passionate about, and bam, you have these instant connections, and you're able to take these relationships outside of WebSummit. Then there's Startup Alley, the beating heart of WebSummit. Picture rows and rows of innovative ideas in action. These aren't just small-time players. Many of the startups here are future disruptors. In fact, companies like Uber and Stripe had their early showcases in WebSummit. And speaking of innovation, let's not forget about the product launches. 2024 was a tech lover's dream, with groundbreaking announcements in AI, green tech, and even space exploration. You can feel the excitement in the air as new possibilities unfolded before your eyes. The diversity of topics is another thing that makes WebSummit unique. It's not just about one industry, it's about all industries, from artificial intelligence, robotics, to marketing, sustainability, and policy. There's something here for everyone. Oh, and did I mention the location? Lisbon itself is a part of the magic. With its vibrant culture, stunning architecture, and world-class cuisine, this city offers the perfect backdrop for inspiration and connection. Simply put, WebSummit isn't just a conference. It's an experience that's bigger than the sum of its parts. It's a melting pot of innovation, ideas, and energy that you can't find anywhere else. So let's go meet some of these people that are out here at the WebSummit.
All right, so I am here with somebody that is willing to help out fellow travel bloggers. So if you are into travel blogging like I am and doing things like that, I'll go ahead and throw it over to Alexander.
Yeah, thank you, James. My name is Alex, and I'm CEO and co-founder of T-Travel app, and we are helping you to remonetize your existing content. If you're traveling a lot, like James, and you have a lot of photos, a lot of nice information about local, interesting things, we can pack it up into a step-by-step guide and sell it through our mobile app. We already have 37,000 people that are buying online through our mobile app, and we are growing, so please check it out. We want to help everybody in the world to earn money from traveling.
And how can they download the app?
It's already existed. It's a product. You can download it from App Store or from the website ttravel.me. So T-Travel.me.
All right, thank you so much, and I can't wait to use your app.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, I am here at the WebSummit with
Miriam, all the way from Dublin, Ireland.
So I have a fellow Irish individual here with me. I love the Irish. So tell us a little bit about your company.
So I'm actually women entrepreneurs to get access to the technology and if they have to build the apps or anything that they need to make sure that they are able to progress. So there are different ways of helping. The best way to do is access the website, techfounder.com, and on top of that, there is other things that they can help to make sure that whatever they want to build makes a reality. Accelerator program, there is at the moment a program with more than 30 women entrepreneurs, labs, which is the first actually them. So I hope success. Check our website and LinkedIn, and I'm a proud champion. And yeah, this is us.
All right, it is absolutely exciting to see you and to get to meet you, and I look forward to learning more about your product.
See you in Dublin sometime.
All right, bye, ciao.
Now, let's dive into the most unforgettable moments from Web Summit Lisbon 2024. From groundbreaking announcements to epic keynotes, this year truly raised the bar. First up, the keynotes. Web Summit 2024 brought together an incredible lineup of speakers. One of the most talked about moments came from a visionary tech leader unveiling their latest AI-driven innovation, a tool that promises to transform how we work and live. And it wasn't just tech. The event also tackled some of the most pressing issues of our time, like sustainability. Keynote from a leading climate scientist highlighted how green tech and AI can come together to combat climate change. Speaking of startups, let's talk about Startup Alley, the heart and soul of Web Summit. Picture this, hundreds of booths showcasing the next big thing. In 2024, one standout was a startup that introduced a breakthrough in quantum computing, sparking conversations among attendees about how it could redefine industries. Then there was the product launches. This year, one of the highlights was a prototype for a sustainable AI-powered electric vehicle, optimizing for urban living. Simply put, Web Summit 2024 was a feast for the mind, the senses, and the future. So maybe you're still asking yourself, why should Web Summit Lisbon 2025 be on your calendar? First, Web Summit is your gateway to opportunity. Whether you're an entrepreneur, investor, or tech professional, the connections you'll make here could shape your future. 2025 promises bigger announcements, more groundbreaking tech, and an even more diverse set of industries. You'll learn directly from global leaders, and the workshops and panels are designed for real, actionable takeaways. And then there's Lisbon, a city buzzing with inspiration. With its perfect mix of history and modern vibrancy, it's the ideal backdrop for an event that's all about shaping tomorrow. If you're ready to level up, Web Summit Lisbon 2025 is calling. Web Summit Lisbon is where ideas come to life. Don't just watch the future unfold. Be a part of it. Head to the Web Summit's website, get your ticket for 2025, and start planning your trip now. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video with someone who needs to hear this. I'll see you in Lisbon. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep chasing the future. Hasta mañana.